Should we go live? We're live.
Live?
I'll find out in a minute.
Oh, right.
I might not. Have you got data this time? No.
I've never been live before.
No, I've never been live either.
No.
Have you not?
No. Oh, mine's all pre-recorded. I can't do anything.
Oh, I have to edit mine.
There's a lot of editing.
Yeah.
I waffle for far too long.
One day I didn't edit it and I did 3 Welcome to Dean Park. I kept thinking the mic had cut out.
You got it.
Welcome to Dean Park.
Well, yeah.
And I didn't edit it and put it up.
Oh, you put it up?
I had to come and do it and
One
edit it.
person watching, which is Richard. Is it? Yeah. I'm never connected. We're connected?
Yeah.
Oh, well.
Unless it's me.
I've been uploading videos on 4G while I'm in here. Hayden Fenwick, I'm first. Hello. So yes, welcome back to Warley 2018. It's Friday, and we've got 2 of the biggest YouTube stars, in Rich and Dave.
Biggest YouTube stars. Well, it still sounds weird. I can't get used to it. It's just...
It's alright, IC82 was unavailable.
I've been called a tube many a time.
Yeah, we couldn't find Sam's trains. Oh, but there is a...
He must be here.
There is a little controversial comment there, though. What's it say? New Junction is the best. Who said that? Is that you, Dave?
Tell the check's in the post.
Yeah.
It's Gary in the corner. Is that chap I slipped 20 quid to?
Yeah. There's a load of people on the floor that have been bribed.
So, gents, how's it been for you today?
Well, it's been fantastic, I think. It's been really, really good. It's bigger, I would say, this year than it has been in previous years, although I did miss out on it last year. But it's just the amount of stuff, the manufacturers, the retailers, the layouts, there's so much to see. You can't. It used to be that you would come here and you could do it all in a day and you might leave a bit early. It's not the case anymore. There's so much to see. I mean, I've barely got round it, and it's like the afternoon now.
Yeah.
So
I mean, what I've noticed with my first time down here is the number of smaller, newcomers, the retailers, the laser cut retailers that are coming on stream, and just the variety of stuff that you can pick up over and above the traditional, stalls like the Squires tools and stuff. There's a lot more. You can basically get a whole layout from just this one place.
Well, it's Justin's first year.
Yeah.
And, he's released 3 new products, I think, now. So it's certainly a good show for him.
Yeah.
Any layouts you're looking forward to going down and seeing when it dies down a bit?
Well, the Hornby magazine one, the Cement Works, that was in their magazine.
Yeah.
I've not had a chance to see that one yet. They've
I haven't
extended
seen
it, I
that.
believe. So they've got the Pico, the masts with the overhead wires fitted. So
the Pico Catenary.
Yeah. I've not seen that in action. So
Well, there you go. I want to see that one as well.
Yeah.
It's a lot of expense to go to not have a Hornby 91.
It certainly is.
I'm just saying. They built that with a purpose.
I think I live in hope.
Yes.
I live in hope.
Your Fred, your poll is still provoking a discussion.
It's
still there.
My only hope of getting one is Dave.
Well, if Hornby don't do it, somebody will.
Somebody will do it.
I hope Hornby do, because they've kind of got the basis of a model there. Okay, they'll need retooled. They're a basis of the Mark IV, which is accurate in so many ways. It just needs it freshened up, brought into the new century. And we all know that when Hornby do an AC electric, it's the 87s are an absolute
it's a
cracker.
Absolute stunner.
So we know they can do it. I've been told so many times by Hornby, that shows it's an unloved cousin of the AC family. Well, if you can produce niche models,
exactly.
For tank engines from the Great Western, that there was less of them than there are in the 91.
Hattons are doing an N-scale Garrett.
Yes.
I mean, how niche do you want to be?
Yes.
So there's definitely
it will come. It will come. I mean, they're doing the APTP DJ models there. There wasn't many of them.
No.
That's going to be an absolute cracking model as well.
Yep.
So there are the smaller companies that are going to pick up the crumbs if the big ones don't.
Somebody will do it.
Yeah.
I think we can be in agreement on that, definitely.
Yeah.
It'd be nice if Hornby did do it, because they've always done the high speed sort of trains.
They've done the kind of the high speed icons. Yeah. I mean, the only one they've not got in the range, I think, is the Deltic. They've got they've got the Scotsman, they've got the A4s.
Speaking of the Deltic, there was a new one announced just today.
Yeah.
Guess who's bought one? Spoiler alert.
Spoiler
well, I've put an interest in one of them. Yes, one just now.
Drop you in it.
They're producing a whole raft of them, so I've gone for the Fife and Foreman Yeomanry one, based in Haymarket. It's in two-tone green, but so I've kind of pigeonholed the guy and said, "You keep me updated with that one." Yeah. So that's coming in 2019. He said early 2020.
Let's hope the date doesn't slip 8 years.
Yeah.
Well,
Class 158, Batman if you're watching.
Yes, I mean
Yes.
that'll come eventually, and with a low profile mechanism,
That's going to be the big thing.
that's
isn't it?
going to be. I think that's probably what's taking them the time, and maybe the Real Track bringing out their DMU kind of put their nose out of joint a little bit, because they've beaten them to market with the 156.
Especially
156
in East
is
Midlands
brilliant.
livery.
Yeah.
It's beautiful.
The cracking model again from a newcomer,
Yeah.
taking on the big boys is
We're
refreshing.
seeing it now with crowdfunded ones as
Yeah,
well.
yeah, of course,
You know?
yeah.
So, the likes of Hattons that are turning around manufacture times. So.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Hattons, when they announced the 66, they already had an EP that ran and everything worked. They just needed delivery, you know.
Yeah.
So that's the way to do it. You know, don't announce something and then take 5 years to do it. Announce it when you've got something to show.
There is that, but I think the excuse they'll use is the Mark IIFs. Again, the Mark II was announced from Hornby after there, and it got to market quicker.
Yeah, it got to market faster.
It's almost kind of like nailing your
isn't
name
it?
to it.
Yeah,
I'm doing that.
Just putting your towel on the sun lounger.
Don't anyone else touch it.
Yeah.
But
There is an element of that.
there is, I think, and we're doing that because we're such and such, and nobody else touch it.
Yeah.
But you can't really work that way, especially with the newcomers in the market.
I mean, as I say, a newcomer just release a big catalogue full of all these things they're not going to do, but stop everyone else doing.
We could do that.
Yeah, we could. Yeah,
We
we'll
might.
start our own company tomorrow. This is all the stuff we're
I
going to
mean,
make.
these
and
companies
it
are
will-
big companies, they're PLCs, the shareholders, and if it were Volkswagen and introduced the new Golf and took 5 years to get it to market, you'd see a hell of a lot less Golf on the road, and you'd see a lot
would.
more Focuses and the competitors. So, when you announce something, you've got to have something, as you say, a prototype or an early production prototype.
something to show.
Yeah,
I think.
yeah. I think certain companies might have learned a wee lesson from their experience.
Yeah,
in that
I think
respect.
we've probably seen the worst of that period now. Certainly, the way things are being announced now seems to be a little different, especially from the newcomers.
They've at least got a CAD drawing to show.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's should be a bare minimum, really. if you
I
think
mean,
about it.
and some of the models that we're getting now were announced like 5-6 years ago, and the hobby was a different place back then.
Yeah.
There wasn't the same competitiveness that there is
No.
now.
There's only you two on YouTube.
It was just
That
us.
was barren.
Yeah.
That was barren.
I thought you and I were the ones we were referring to.
David Richard on YouTube, yeah.
David Mitchell.
That's certainly expanded as well, actually.
Yeah.
The amount of channels you can actually
Good
get.
afternoon, guys. It's Model Railway Royalty today.
Oh, royalty.
We should get you both crowns. Where's
Crowns.
Burger King?
Park
Where's
and
those
Everard.
Burger King?
What about hard hats?
You get the plastic,
crowds.
the cardboard ones you get, yeah.
Well, that's one for Paul later when they come down next year. Crowns.
Crowns.
Little shoppability
A
studio
wee
cake.
tat with D for dunce on it.
Balloon
aren't they?
just to say. Your channel.
I'm
YouTube logo balloon.
Your
All the
YouTube logo
YouTubers coming
balloon,
in.
yeah.
Oh, don't. There'll be people watching this that will do that.
We'll have to
now.
bring our own booth. YouTube booth.
Noel asked you if you basically what gauge is your favourite. I think this is a fairly obvious answer.
Double O. I'd
Okay.
love to be able to afford an O gauge 37. I mean, there's some brilliant
Oh,
O gauge stuff there.
don't tempt me.
And there's a massive thing, I don't know what gauge it is, but it's
The remote-
pumping
is that the
smoke
remote
and
control
fumes. It's a massive thing.
Well, the O gauge one from the clubs for sale.
Yeah, I mean, if I could afford an O gauge and had the space for it, I mean, that would be
The
ultimate.
space is the thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
I think everyone would probably do O gauge if they had the space and the money.
But I'm not an ex-record producer. My name's not Waterman, so
No.
I mean, I'm not going to have the space to build a shed in my garden.
Just tuning in now, Pete.
No,
Yeah.
Sorry.
love his layout, but
There's layouts.
I'm in a
just-
different financial league, unfortunately. And Double O is
It's a nice scale to work with.
there's more variety in it. I know N's catching up. N's got a lot of new stuff,
Especially
coming out.
modern image.
Yes.
It's very good in the modern image.
Yes, and
Paul
Double
behind
O's.
the camera there is sort of wetting himself at the thought of N-gauge.
Yeah.
Double O is everyone. It's Hornby. Everyone starts with a
Yeah.
Hornby train set. They're
Yeah,
Double O.
it's double O.
Yeah,
Everyone gets into the hobby usually through double O.
yeah. 1977 I was born, and don't do the maths.
Don't do the maths.
1980 I got an HST with
Yep.
2 carriages and a box.
I can picture the packaging right now.
Yeah.
What were those two carriages? Can you remember?
The most standard ones.
Nobody remembers the price.
And the shorties, the Mark III shorties, and high thruttons, and that was what got me into it.
Yeah.
And you know, I mean, the one I've got from the early days, the bulb for the lamps
I remember.
melted through the
Yeah.
lower valance.
That's it. I remember
The
that.
heat.
I had an HST probably of a similar era. Maybe it was a slightly later production, and every time it went round a corner, it threw the brushes out of the motor.
All right, yeah, throwing a
And
brush.
every time it went round the corner, and I never used it. I mean, I was just a kid; I didn't know how to fix it, so it just sat there. That's,
Hornby, the early Hornby HST
Those were
was
the days.
particularly rubbish. I mean, the
Yes.
HST from Lima was the better one, but it didn't
Yes.
have lights, you see, so
yeah,
what
so
kid
Hornby one was
wanted
better.
lights?
Yeah, exactly. Well, I mean, I got into modern image because when the models, the super detailed models that we have today started coming on scene, the diesels had lights. And the child in me was like, I want lights on my railway. So
Yeah.
I bought diesels.
Yeah,
And then it kind of stuck. You know.
So if
more
you
of your
had,
era.
if you had to step away from what you've currently got and swap liveries,
Oh,
Would you go
okay.
to?
Oh, that's interesting.
you first.
Part of me would do something like pre-grouping, like really early stuff. Because again, the models now, you're starting to get into that sort of territory. So I'd go really early, or I'd go bang up to date, like today. And because you've got, again, such a change over the last 3-4 years on the network with the amount of stock that's being chucked around. Yeah, that's probably what I'd do.
Early privatisation, I would go with the GNER and the Virgin
Good
HSTs.
choice.
GNER, probably one of the
That was a nice
classic
livery.
liveries you'll ever see on an
Lovely
HST.
livery.
It suited it so well.
Yeah,
Modern bit with a wee bit of nostalgia with the
yeah.
the crest halfway on the Mark III coach. Very simple livery. Didn't like it at the time because it was taking the place of my beloved Swallow.
Yeah, of course.
You know,
come back now.
yeah,
That 91 looks brilliant.
It's just trouble for that.
It's just a shame they can't do the coaches because of the issue with the doors having to be a contrasting colour to the rest of the livery.
yeah. But
But it's
that
still
was
brilliant.
That's
to see.
where I would go if I had to start again.
Yeah.
GNER.
That's a good era. You need a lot of Bachmann 90s.
At the cost they're going to
Yeah.
charge us, I can't afford them.
You'd still need a lot.
Yeah, I just
Right, well, gents,
yes.
thank you for your time.
No
Not a problem.
We'll let you enjoy the rest of the show.
Yeah, I'm going to go and
Thank you for
pleasure.
coming along.
It's been a pleasure, Dave. Pleasure.
Thank you. See you later on.
Bye.
Is that awkward while he takes to press the
Yeah,
stop
it's
button?
the
Still
bleep
live.